Hi everyone, this is Pastor Tim with this week's video update. Many of us are aware that there's been a surge in COVID cases across the Upper Peninsula, and many of us are also aware that there's been a disproportionate number of those cases right here in Delta County. For example, this week on Monday, there were 55 new cases of COVID in Delta County. On Tuesday, there were 18 more right here in Delta County. And as we have become aware of this surge in our area, our elders have gotten together to think and pray together about a plan moving forward. We very much want to continue to meet in our in-person public gatherings. And on Monday evening when we met, we came to that united conclusion that we want to continue to meet. We want to do so with some appeal to the church family. There are some just simple guidelines that we believe involve good hygiene and could help us to protect one another from this COVID virus. First of all, we want to recommend that people wash your hands regularly, and when you come in, use the hand sanitizer stations that we've got, not only in the lobby, but in different places through the building, as a matter of hygiene. Secondly, we want you to know that we are aiming to sanitize the seats between services. You know that we're meeting at 9 o'clock and 11 on Sunday mornings, both in person as well as live stream. But between those services, we aimed to sanitize seats in the auditorium. We want to continue to do that. We also want to encourage one another to just be mindful and respectful of some reasonable social distancing. You know that for the last 4 months, as we have met in in-person gatherings, we've had people seated in every other row. And we have also encouraged the practice of people within rows, being respectful of social distancing with people who are not in your immediate family, so that we'd like for family units, whether you're a single who's here or whether there's multiple members of family, to social distance, and not just here in the auditorium, but to be aware of it in the lobby as well. Wherever possible, perhaps we need to think about getting back to, instead of handshakes, elbows with one another, all in an effort to just do what we can to be respectful of one another's health during this time. We're also going to strongly recommend, as a team of elders, that when you come into the lobby on Sunday mornings, that you wear a mask. You come in either on your own or with your family, that you're seated, and then you can take your masks off when you get to your seats. When the worship gathering concludes and you get up to go out, we'd ask that you put your masks back on as you go out, not unlike what happens in restaurants right here in Delta County. We're required when you go into a restaurant to wear a mask until you get to your seat, and then when you go out, you wear a mask again. And what we want to do here, we're not going to police this, but we want to strongly recommend that we take this step together as a fellowship out of respect for one another. Now, children 2 and under, they're not asked to wear masks. In fact, it's not good for children 2 and under to wear masks. And for those of you who've got respiratory issues, particularly chronic respiratory issues, where a mask actually exacerbates the problem, don't wear a mask then. We just want to be sensitive to one another. We want to continue to meet. It's been so good to be able to gather together and to meet. And we want to continue to meet here, just taking some steps where we're looking out for each other. I also want to just say to you that we've got some prayer opportunities here. We've got some corporate prayer opportunities on Monday evenings and Thursday mornings. Monday evenings at 6:30, Thursday mornings at 7 o'clock. And then we've got a group of wives who are meeting on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Jenny Diebold is kind of facilitating that time as wives get together to pray for husbands. And then there is a time that's going to be facilitated by Elizabeth Peterson and others on Thursdays. At 8:45 in the morning, there's an opportunity for moms and grandmas to come together to pray for school-age children, K through high school, to pray for school-age children. And then in the evenings at 6:30, there's an opportunity for moms to come in to pray for young adults, college and career age, young adults, to pray for their progress in the faith and that God's hand would be on them. In all these prayer times, we're seeking the face of God first. It's worship-based prayer, and in the context of seeking his face, we're bringing our concerns and our requests to him. This Sunday morning at Grace, Pastor Jordan Pardee is going to be preaching, continuing our series, Jesus Up Close, seeing Jesus as he moves through the Gospel of Mark. And Jordan is going to be preaching from a passage in Mark chapter 2, verses 13 to 17. A really meaningful passage where we see something of Jesus' heart for lost people. In fact, Jesus makes the statement, he didn't come for the righteous, but he came for sinners. What did he mean by that? Come this Sunday morning and find out more as Jordan opens that passage and as he teaches from that passage this Sunday morning. Pastor John Potes is going to be leading us in communion during the morning worship this week. Pastor Dave Hansen is going to be leading the worship team and then leading us in looking in God's direction as we sing to him. We hope that many of you can be with us this Sunday in worship here at Grace. Ann and I are going to be away this weekend. Pray for us. And I'd just like to ask you, if you'd pray for my back. My back is out of alignment again, and we're just trusting that God is going to be very gracious in helping us to get a handle on this once again. You're very loved, Grace Church. Thanks for tuning into this video update. I look forward to seeing you soon.